Welcome back to Ray's Garage. I'm Ray Cornelia. So here we are, Sunday afternoon. It's about 50 degrees here in sunny, overcast California. And I had a little free shop time. How about that? Anyway, as I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to be building a workshop in our backyard. And in order to do that, you have to apply or submit an application to the city of Clovis for approval to build a structure. So my architect has done that, and it's been several weeks, and finally we just got news that they're going to hold a hearing this coming Wednesday morning to either approve or deny that application. So let's all keep our fingers crossed and hope they approve it. And then once that process is approved, we could submit the drawings. And then of course pay the fees for building the structure. There are fees that are like plan check and inspections. Hopefully it won't break the bank anyway. Exciting news, I'm happy about that. So hopefully we can go forward and get this shop build going. The process has taken a lot longer than I thought it would. But I do have my plans almost complete. They're in the rough stages. The architect has done a fantastic job. And I also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I'm matching the house exactly. So the shop's going to look like a mini house, basically, with stucco, tile roof, same style garage door, carriage lights. The doors will be painted the same as the house. So it's going to match almost exact. That way it's not an eyesore. Plus the missus probably wouldn't let me build a shop in her backyard. I mean our backyard, unless it was aesthetically pleasing. Anyway, that's exciting news, so let's move on. What I'm going to show you today is, earlier this week I posted a little video clip on Facebook of this can crusher I built. It's a prototype. I just wanted to crush some cans. When we moved out of our last home, I had a can crusher on a steel post outside of the garage door, and I left that for the new homeowners because a lot of people recycle around here. So I thought I would take it another step further. I know there's thousands of videos out there on pneumatic can crushers, but none of them are Ray's Garage can crushers. So what I'm going to do is break down exactly what I did to build this prototype. It was fairly easy, fairly inexpensive. It's a neat little shop toy, I guess, but hopefully it's going to help my friends when they come over and drink sodas and beers that they can crush their cans. We get paid by the pound here for our crushed cans, so it's it can really add up. I mean, there's times where I've taken cans in after about a month or two, and it's been $80. So, you know, that's extra money in the pocket for just recycling some cans. So, as you know, when you recycle cans, a full can or empty can, not crushed, takes up a lot of space. So I'm trying to eliminate that space, and I'm trying to make a more economical way and make my trips more cost effective to the recycler. So I got a hold of a pneumatic ram on eBay, fairly inexpensive, and put this thing together. I'm working on a new version, which I'll show you, and I'll introduce the prototype first, break it down and show you how it was built, and then we'll move to the version 2.0. So let me move the camera and show you how this thing works. Okay, here's the prototype. Basically what I have here is a Bimba, 2.5-inch bore, 5-inch throw pneumatic cylinder. The 2.5-inch bore is the inside dimension of this stainless cylinder. It's It's a two-way cylinder, meaning air in one, it drives the ram out. Air in the other inlet drives the ram in. Okay. This was fairly inexpensive. I think I found it on eBay for about 40 bucks. This style Bimba air cylinder has an 1 3/8 12 nose thread and an 1 3/8 12 tail thread, and it also had a little angled mounting bracket here for the back. Okay, I used a piece of 3x3. This is just an old fence post, I think, from the old house. It's 3x3, 1/8 inch thick. And what I did is the end plates, this one's just a solid end plate, MIG welded to the end here. I got an 1 1/4 inch open slot in the bottom, and I'll redirect the camera and show all this stuff. I just plasma cut an opening here and made a relief for this puck that I machined that screws on the end of the ram. Basically, it just slides on the inside of this square tube. The valve is just a cheap Chinese 5-way 2-position valve, and it's called a 5-2 valve because it has five connections. One in, air in, one position is air out, the other position is air out, this one, and when it goes out one, it exhausts the other. Okay, so that way you don't have a closed circuit, you got an open circuit because you have to ventilate. And these are just little brass mufflers to quiet it down. So basically when you push the lever this way, when it's charged, it's forcing air into this chamber, this is a 3/8 thread, 3/8 tube, push connect fitting. I got one for the out, one for the in. This is exhaust, air inlet. Okay, and then when you move the valve this way, it puts air down this tube, of course, drives the ram out. This one puts air. This one drives the ram in. Let me reposition the camera to the other side. Also, too, these are speed controller valves. Okay, they don't reduce pressure. They just control how fast that pressure gets to the cylinder. So you can slow it down and speed it up. I mean, you can speed it up to the point where you have straight air, but you're just going to be banging the cylinder front and back, and you don't want to do that. You'll just self-destruct it, and there's no reason for it. So you can have this thing go slow motion basically and still have the same force it would if it was moving fast. Okay, so let me reposition to the other side. Here's a shot of these speed controller valves on this side. Like I said before, when air is charged in this one, it drives the ram out. When air is charged to this one, it drives the ram back in. This is a 3/8 airline. It's just flexible airline. Push connect fittings. Push connect here on these speed controllers. 3/8 national pipe taper. 3/8 national pipe taper here as well. The exhaust mufflers, they're 1/4 inch national pipe taper. I'm going to reposition and show you the nut. I made a nut because I didn't want to buy a nut. When you get into over inch sizes, they get pretty costly, and heck, I got a lathe. So anyway, let me reposition and show you the nut and the ram. Actually, Bimba calls it a rod, but I call it a ram because it rams everything. Anyway, let me reposition. Okay, let me see if I can get some light in there. Okay, basically I just machined a 1 3/8 12 pitch out of a piece of round stock.
Also too, this is all stainless except for the square tube. The cylinder is stainless, the puck is stainless, drilled and tapped, and the nut is single pointed inside thread, 1 3/8" 12, to hold the cylinder to the back plate. Okay, so now the part that everyone's been waiting for, let's put it to use. All right, you guys, the air compressor might kick on during this, so please forgive me for that loud, obnoxious thing if it happens. Yes, I'm wearing my safety glasses. Don't want any beer or soda spuge in my eye. Makes recycling fun, huh? Since this cylinder only has a 5-inch stroke, it will only do the 12-ounce cans. But let me give you some dimensions of what I did here in case you want to build one yourself. I got 9 inches of 3-inch square tube, 1/8" thick. These are 1/4" end plates. The nose thread basically bored hole, little over 1 3/8" to get it in there with a nut. The cylinder itself is over 2.5 inches in diameter because it's got a 2.5-inch ID bore. But the cylinder is, it's 9.5 inches, and then including the tail, it's 11 inches. And that's for a 5-inch stroke. Again, it's a 5-2 pneumatic valve. Five-way 2-position. It does not have spring return, so it's manual. Okay, so now let me introduce version 2.0. Version 2.0. This is a Bimba model 7011, which means that it's a 3-inch bore with an 11-inch stroke. It's a monster compared to Junior over there. Anyway, what I've done here, I found this on eBay for 40 bucks, believe it or not. And it came with the speed controllers. And these are Bimba speed controllers. These are, this is 3/8 outside dimension airline push connect fittings. It's an 11-inch stroke. Like I said, 3-inch bore. This is a piece of stainless tubing, I think it's 1/4 inch, I'm not positive. Basically machined the collar. This one has an 1.5" 12 pitch thread. So I machined a shoulder on here so it would drop down in the tube. Single pointed the threads, TIG welded the collar on here, and so the cylinder you could thread in and out and remove it. It's got a shouldered machined bottom plate, TIG welded on, and I did a nice relief edges here on the opening. Now the reason I built version 2.0 is because if you have these 24-ounce cans, Monster Energy or whatever, the big cans, of course Junior over there can't handle those, but this one can. I have not not cut open the relief yet for the exhaust or disposal of the can yet. I'm thinking about trying to do a couple little things where I put an auto air spritzer thing and mount it vertical. That way it just looks more aesthetically pleasing sitting up and down like that. But anyway, hey, let me hook it up and let's crush some cans, man. Okay, before we crush some cans, I wanted to mention for this model, I purchased from Automation Direct, where I also got some of these push connect fittings. I got this pneumatic 5-way 2-position valve, but it's a foot pedal. And what's nice about this thing, it almost has like variable speed built into it. The way it works is 3 of the positions, your 2 outs and your air in are on the back side. On the back side here. And your 2 exhausts are on the inside. So it exhausts out this way and feeds out this way. So this thing's really nice. It's convenient. It's going to be on the floor. The disadvantage is it leaves your hands free. So believe me, this will take your finger off. So anyway, let me get the air turned on and hooked up, and we'll crush a couple cans, and I'll show you how it mashes them down. If that air compressor kicks on, I'm sorry, I know the thing's obnoxious as hell. But anyway, basically, I can slow that thing down real slow. First the little guy. There you have it, version 2.0. Yeah. Oh, got one more. Get you some of that. Let's get a measuring device on this. $690-ish. That's flat enough for me. I hope you enjoyed the can crusher episode. I sure did. Anyway, like I said before, if you guys want to put one of these together, feel free to shoot me any questions. It's fairly simple. I enjoy doing it on my few minutes of shop time I've had lately. Again, I got most of the products from Automation Direct. Inexpensive, quick connect fittings, airline, pneumatic valves. They have it all. They're like the pneumatic superstore. And they're reasonably priced and their products are pretty decent. I think I have a total of $150 in both these things. And that doesn't include my really expensive shop time. Anyway, hopefully I'll get some good news on Wednesday, and I'll let y'all know whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down for the new shop build. Anyway, let's hope and pray and keep our fingers crossed. It's a thumbs up. Till then, we'll see you next time. See ya!